back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it's officially the end of an era. The oppression chamber is done. It's finished. The Beatles have broken up, and there will be no more oppression chambers. There was a final falling out. Dor was in Spain. We did an episode, funny as fuck episode, like they all are. Like they all fucking are. Well, at least from around about fucking episode 17. The start of them are bullshit. But from 17 onwards, it's just a fucking masterpiece. So we did an episode while Dor was in Spain, and it was funny, and it was fucking vintage oppression chamber. He was trashing... He was trashing his girlfriend Maria's entire family. Like mom, brother, fucking everyone. Quality shit. And then when he was going through it, he was playing it in the bedroom, and Maria, his girlfriend, heard the podcast, I guess, while she was taking a shit. She heard it through the walls and said, "You can't release that." And then Dor got on our group chat and said, "I don't know if we can release it." And then Izzy was having none of it. He's like, "Why the fuck are we tiptoeing around like fucking, why am I scared to release something?" And then fucking later on, me and Izzy are just fucking trashing Dor on the fucking thread. And then fucking Dor comes in and starts throwing haymakers, but just as a joke. Izzy took it the wrong way. He left the fucking thread. He quit the podcast. And then Dor's like, he's quitting the podcast. And I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. I can't fucking try and keep this thing together. I'm like fucking Paul McCartney and John Lennon put together, trying to keep this band together for fucking Ringo Starr and fucking, who's the other cunt? George Harrison. I'm McCartney and Lennon. So it's fucking done now. What a fucking ordeal that podcast has been. My fucking God. I was the only one who ever believed in it as well. No one ever believed in it. Even after 100 episodes, Dor still didn't believe in it. I had to like fucking pep talk him all the time. I'm like, no, it's good. People need this. Even though we're saying horrific shit, it's like a fucking pressure valve for people. Izzy sort of wasn't fully committed either. He always believed it was Andrew Roberts' podcast, which I can understand. Izzy was great on it, but I suppose the heart and soul of it was Roberts. Even though Roberts only did like 30 episodes, he really sort of fucking made it what it was. So it's over now. Maybe I can fucking convince them to do some live shows here and there, but I can't put any more fucking energy into it. It's too much for me now. I've got too many other things fucking going on. I tell you what though, fucking how long I've been doing it? Like 6 or 7 years? It was just about to take off. We never managed to get any fucking consistency. We never did more than 4 weeks in a row for fucking 6 years. So in the end, nothing came of the thing, and I put so much fucking energy and life force into that goddamn fucking thing. But it taught me all the lessons. I fucking learned more on that podcast than any other fucking thing I'd done in my entire life. From working with fucking psychopaths to figuring out fucking technical shit, organization, fucking like working in group dynamics, letting other people fucking shine, persistence, just sticking to it even though it looks like nothing's gonna happen, which eventually it didn't, but you gotta fucking ride that thing to the end. Maybe it didn't teach me more than anything else in my entire life, but it taught me a lot. The biggest lesson, I suppose, is choose who you work with wisely. Don't just jump into fucking any project with anyone. Fucking look who you're working with and fucking look at the project. You need to be working with people that you have a common goal. You're all heading in the same direction. And it needs to be something you believe in, that everyone believes in. Having said that, I've also made a new rule. I'm not working with anyone anymore. No more working with anyone. That was enough. That is plenty. Maybe a better rule. No working with comedians unless I am in full fucking control and they have to listen to every single one of my goddamn fucking instructions, which would never happen because none of those comedians would ever take any fucking direction or advice. So the oppression chamber has come to an end, but as one door closes, another one opens. So not doing that podcast now will give me some free time and an opportunity to do some other project. Like possibly the hour Fucked Up Friday thing that I promised on the Patreon years back. Or even just an hour interview podcast where I interview the people that I find most fascinating. That probably has more interest to me than the Fucked Up Friday thing. I think the Fucked Up Friday thing would be fun. The idea was to get like comedians come in. We talk some shit. The comedian tells a Fucked Up Friday story. I read out a listener's Fucked Up Friday. We trash that. And that also sounds like it's pretty fun. I don't know, but fucking the door's open for one of those two things now. The great thing will be is either of those two things, I have full fucking creative control and I won't be relying on anyone else. So I'll be figuring that shit out in the coming weeks or months. So look out for that. I'll get all the shit in place. But for now, it's the end of a fucking era. The oppression chamber is done. Well, there's one episode. There's that Spanish episode, but I don't know if I can be fucked releasing it. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, it is what it is. I would have loved to have continued until it became a success, but fucking, I did everything I could to fucking keep it alive, and it just didn't get there. I'm going to keep it up there, though. I'm going to keep paying for the fucking host to keep it up, so it will be up there as long as I can fucking afford to pay for it. So anyway, that'll do for today. If you're enjoying this podcast, give it a share around with people. Hit me up on social media. I'm Boyle Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you the fuck later.